Chaos Sonic says, think South Park Panderverse will affect Snow White and Captain Marvel? That's a good question. Do you guys know what the Panderverse business is? Did everybody see the trailer for this yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Paul, did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It's benign as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know about Disney reacting to this. I know Mike
Yeah,
Zero
what was
put some
that?
story out. I don't know if it's true or not because Mike Zero put it out there, so I highly doubt it. But at the same time, I'm sure
never to believe anything Mike Zero.
Yeah, at the same time, I can totally see most of Hollywood freaking out about this South Park episode because it's going to expose them.
Like, I don't understand. There's no big deal.
Because it's one of the most honest sketches they've done in a while, dude. Like, this is what South Park has always done best. That is show Hollywood and celebrities exactly who and what they are, and then it shoves it right down their throat.
Well,
and that's exactly what I think they're going to do this time.
I think sketches on this for a while.
I think that this episode here, like Paul, you may call it benign, and from our point of view, it is benign. But I think, and script, correct me if I'm wrong in this, but my gut feeling, I haven't heard this from anyone. This is just me working on gut feeling. But I think that for those who are true believers, your Victoria Alonsos of the world, or rather of Hollywood, because that's where they are, those that have been pushing gender and identity to the forefront, those that have been saying, no, we need to reflect the world, don't you hear? And the world looks like just here in this postcode in LA, that's the world, so it needs to look like that. Who is making everyone gay and who is race flipping and race bending everyone, those who are true believers, who thought they were going to change the world, and here comes this South Park episode, and it mocks them. It sticks the finger right in their eye. I do not think that they see this as benign at all. I think they have gotten the vote or gotten the memo that the world rejects this, and now then comes the final insult exposing them. I think this episode will have them as freaked as Scientology was that Tom Cruise episode where they revealed everything about Seed and stuff.
I agree with you, but I don't know whether the script doctor will agree with me on this.
I'm curious to hear what he has to say.
I think it's a year late.
No, I think it's the perfect time, because a year ago they could have dismissed it as fine, whatever. But now you can no longer hide behind it. Now you see that the sea is changing. The last man standing here are Disney, and Disney is a company now in crisis. The emperor has no clothes. Script, am I right here? Do you think that they could be freaking out over this episode because it's the final insult to an ideology they pushed that has been the masses rejected, that they weren't on the right side of history after all? What say you?
Yes.
Thank you, Script. That's kind of like what I thought.
I mean, you were very elaborate with that framing, but like, what else is there to say? Yes. I mean, that's what South Park did. I mean, so the Tom Cruise joke they did was they called him a fudge packer. Scientology stuff was with regards to Isaac Hayes, eventually leaving the show before he passed away.
But they also revealed the whole Xenu story. That the
but Tom Cruise came after him for that too.
Not the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, but no, Script's right. But also the whole Scientology, like the whole of Scientology's tried to come down on him after that. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
That's why it was all John and Jane Smiths that worked on that episode.
Exactly, which was part of the joke when they said, "Go ahead, sue us." Credits, all John and Jane Smith. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but no, I really think that this episode right here, that Hollywood, at least not all of Hollywood, but those that have been pushing this, those that publicly have been for diversity and more representation, they see the trailer for this episode and they tremble because they've been exposed. And the world didn't react as those true believers thought it was going to, and this is just a final humiliation. And these are the same people very much that are not going to get the new job as writers if they were in the writers' room. If they were producers, if they were green lighting, gatekeepers who decided only woke scripts get pushed forward, I think that their day is coming too. At some point, someone is going to get back to those gatekeepers and ask them, what the hell have you been sending our way and why? Justify your existence.
Well, and Trey and Matt can get away with this because they got fuck you money, right? They don't need to worry about anybody else.
Exactly. So they are the ones that can do it, and Hollywood knows that when they distance themselves, because that's what this is, and they make fun of race and gender bending, then they've lost. And I think that scares them shitless.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andre. I totally do.
I'm going to add another layer to this.
Please do.
Go for it.
Which is that guys like you, Paul, guys like you, Andre, you, Tom, Script, Culture, you know, I'm speaking as a fan of YouTube channels. You guys are so far ahead of the curve on so many things that it might be, I'm going to go back to what Andre said. I think the timing is right from a normie. I just spent 7 weeks with normies all over California, normie clients of mine, normie family members of mine, normie girlfriends, and just normies out amongst the peoples, if you will. And they are just now waking up to all of this crap, and to the extent that we have been overwhelmed and inundated with it over the last 2 to 4 years, or longer, if we go back to 2016 when it really began. And so I think that the timing is right based upon what I just saw, which I literally just spent 6.5 weeks out and amongst the regular folk, not our YouTube nerdy folk, but the regular folk out in the lands, people that still watch, guess what? Cable TV, that kind of stuff. So I think you're 100% right. I don't know if this could have been done sooner than this year. Is I guess what.
And I think we're also going to see some remnants for a while. And then Script was right. About 2024 is when we're finally going to start to see an actual turnaround of this. I think his prediction was very, very keen in that sense. But as far as Captain Marvel, I think the reason they pulled back in the first place, and I'm almost convinced now that our gut instinct was right on this, that they were trying to not only re-edit the film, but they're going to reset the campaign. I'm already starting to see things trying to sell this movie as the next Barbie. And then we all know from the way the box office is shaping up, this movie comes out in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not looking too fucking good for it at all. It's looking at like a $30 million opening to 40 million tops or something like that. CC just stepped away, but he would know. But
this clip was taken from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which streams live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 AM Pacific Time on the Midnight's Edge main channel. There you can send in your live questions and comments before clips and full stream replays are uploaded to Midnight's Edge live archives. We are also on Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey and Facebook, so smash that like, help share, subscribe and join us.